It seems so gratuitous. Like Dak, we all have established through the course of his career, he's a very good quarterback who can reach levels of great. And he keeps getting like denigrated for not being Patrick Mahomes or Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson. Those are only guys in the league that can do what Stephen A is asking for.
It's a terrible take because you're trying to assign money to the value of the quarterback. Dak Prescott didn't make Jerry Jones do something stupid. Jerry Jones did something stupid, right? So he deserved his money. He's good. You weren't going to go find a better quarterback than Dak Prescott.
What do you have to say for yourself, Stephen?
Well, first of all,
You better get situated. Get situated. You might want to unbutton the tie.
You need to get
yourself squared away.
You need to get
you about to get lit up.
First of all,
like a Christmas
I know I'm going against an army of individuals. All of these brothers have got more football than I'll ever know. I'm coming from it, being a reporter, a commentator, a pundit. I'm looking at what I'm looking at. In all seriousness, I don't understand how you can sit up there and fault anybody for attaching money to it. You got to. I have to look at the value. In other words, because of the NFL, and I've been waiting to say this to the both of you, because of the way the NFL is, we all know that Dak Prescott got his money because the market says that's what it was his time. Your contract is up. This is what's going on. This is what the market says. That's why we saw Trevor Lawrence get 55. That's why Joe Burrow, even though I thought he deserved it, got the 55 million, okay? And I forgot who else. My point to you is that Dak Prescott is at the 60 million because of what the market bears. We get all of that. But ultimately, in a hard caps league, you got to look at what it costs you. You got to look at what it costs you. So, again, when I'm thinking about Dak Prescott, I'm thinking about, okay, yeah, y'all got injuries on the defensive side of the ball. I got that. Y'all got that. Last year, y'all had athleticism, quickness, but you didn't have size. And obviously, people could pound you down. And that ultimately would lead to your demise. But I'm not just looking at Dak Prescott this season. I'm looking at what we've seen throughout the years. And we've seen him play exceptional football at times during the regular season. But when it really, really counts, Dom.
I love the point that you are making about when the money goes to the quarterback, the responsibility changes. But you're shifting it to the wrong person. Like, they had a good team. The first time Dak got paid, they still managed to build a team around him. The frustrating thing about when we start focusing on the quarterback's money is it takes the responsibility off the person whose job it is to build a good team, the general manager. So when you have a quarterback who's on a rookie contract, the general manager's job is easy because he has so much money to play with because the quarterback is given Pro Bowl level stuff on a rookie deal. But when the quarterback starts to take that money, you got to draft well.
But here's my problem with both of y'all right here, because I'm not in any way absolving Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones is ultimately the one that falls as the owner, the president, the GM. You're assembling the roster. Everything goes through you. Damn it, you own it. I understand that. But as football minds that y'all are, along with Shannon, y'all have seen moments where the talent has been around them, spanning 8 years. When I make a comment about Dak Prescott, I'm not talking about 1 or 2 games. I'm not talking about 1 season. I'm talking about a career that is now in his 9th year, and the brother got 2 playoff victories. I'm talking about this brother that has shown up small when it is counted in the postseason. I'm not making that up. I got tapes, Dom.
I
on
get
you.
So
on
no,
Jeff,
listen.
Talking about Dak like that.
Just because you say it don't make it true. You said I'm not talking about 1 or 2 games, and then you said you're talking about the playoffs when it's a collection of 5 or so
Over
games.
8 years? Well, that's not 1 or 2.
I mean,
that's not, and
he's won what? He won 3 of those games. He lost 2. He won 2 playoff games. He lost 3.
2 and 5.
And one of those playoff games. Hold on.
Yeah.
One of those playoff games that he lost, he led 3 scoring drives in the 4th quarter, and Aaron Rodgers threw a miraculous pass. So we can't blame him for that one.
Very first one in 2016.
So you said I'm not blaming it on 1 or 2 games, and I just boiled it down to 2 games. So you are predicating it all on 2 playoff games.
I disagree, guys. We didn't see that in the regular season at times from him too. We didn't see it in the playoffs.
Everybody has ups and downs. He was MVP level last year.
Go ahead, Shannon. Go ahead, Shannon. I'm sorry.
I disagree with Don because he came up, he finished second in the MVP voting last year, and what did he do in the first round of the playoffs against Green Bay? How did he look? They beat with his rookie year. They go to Green Bay. They boat race Green Bay. How did he look the first round of the playoff? And what we've seen is a recurring theme. They fall woefully behind, and then Dak Prescott throws for a bunch of yards, and you're like, oh, Dak played great. When has he played great in meaningful ball games from start to finish, Dom? I believe that I don't want to go too long because I want to hear Saturday's point. Because what we've seen Dak do is empty calories. The same thing he did Sunday night. They fell behind by 17. He throws a bunch of yards to catch up, And when they need a drive to possibly win the ball game, he goes 4 and out. Take off Saturday.
If you want to answer your question, last year they boat raced or was it the year before they boat raced the Buccaneers in the playoffs? It's a meaningful game. So like I get it. He's not those top 3 guys, but pretending like he's the reason why they stink is the stretch.
Yeah, I think the difference for me is who are you trying to compare him to? If you're trying to compare him to Lamar Jackson, if you're comparing him to Josh Allen, if you're comparing him to Patrick Mahomes, he's not going to meet that standard. Understood. I'm fair. That's good with me. I'm good with that part.
Yeah, I agree.
My issue with that is when you assign the money portion of it and you say, well, you had to take into account. If Jerry Jones would have been smart and done the deal a year and a half ago, he doesn't make that kind of money. By the way, I think the highest paid quarterback in the NFL has been Kirk Cousins for a long time, right? And so you understand that money is because of what the market sets, not necessarily because of the talent level or the execution of him. But to say Jerry Jones knew he was not going to go find a better quarterback than Dak Prescott. Understanding that, he should have gotten the deal done earlier, so then he could have done Micah and CD, right? So now you have literally stripped the team down. They have no run game, no semblance of a run
tackles.
game. Two rookie offensive linemen. They can't play defense to save anything. I mean, it's awful. They get run all over. They give up big plays, and now you're like, hey, Dak, go win. You and CD, go win. And the problem with that,
your case, that's a valid case this season. That's not what we were saying the last 3 years.
Okay.
That's not what we've been saying for the vast majority of the 8 years that he's been in Dallas. Against San Francisco specifically, for example, the man is 0-4, 5 touchdowns, 8 interceptions.
San Fran going to the Super Bowl, bro. They're a better team.
I understand that. What I'm saying, listen to what I'm saying to y'all. I am not in any way trying to imply that one person is at fault. Certainly not as a player. Now, if you want to say one person upstairs, that's fine. I'm certainly not trying to say that. I'm saying, my God, do we get to a point where we get to have expectations for him and acknowledge he hasn't met them? What it mean, and it doesn't mean he has to be Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, or somebody like that. What I'm saying is, along the way throughout his entire carear, whenever he's been called upon to answer the call, that's not something he's done.
All right, Shannon.
Man, y'all, I can't believe Saturday and Fox, because now all of a sudden we can't assess value to greatness. Why you pay X amount for a car, one car over the other? Because you think that car is better. So therefore, if a quarterback is making $50, $60, $70 million, you assume that quarterback is better. You pay X amount of dollars for a neighborhood. You feel that neighborhood is better, is safer, X, Y, and Z. But now with Dak Prescott, we can't assess value to his greatness.
You can't assess value.
Have we not done that?
You dealing with me and Jeff like we dumb. Like the argument is changing on us. The conversation is changing. Do you want to? No, you did change it.
Because you went from assess value to greatness.
You can. So you went from saying earlier, now you're saying we can't hold him accountable for anything. We can certainly hold him accountable. Saying that he is dragging down their ship is a different thing.
He's dead weight.
He is dead weight is a whole different story. That's different. That's different.
What I said specifically right here in this well, actually, I wasn't in the show. I was on the road. But what I said on this show was, excuse me, when the ship is sinking, this brother,
he's weight.
That's the thing. So like,
you act like he ain't got a bucket trying to throw it out.
There you go.
Yeah, he
That's
did.
What I'm saying.
The game before, he
When
threw
the
it.
ship
He
is
threw it.
sinking, he goes ahead and crashes it into an iceberg.
These guys they won 12 games 3 years in a row.
That's right.
So, like, if you want to say that he's underachieved in the playoffs, we can end this conversation now. But you and Shannon are taking it another step to act like he stinks and saying that just because he gets a bunch of money, the thing that different people have different.
That's not what I said, Dom.
You're talking about different neighborhoods.
I'm just saying that he did.
I didn't say he stink. I say he has a tinge of stinkness.
What you said is you bought a $500,000 house in $1 million neighborhood is what you just told us. We paid poorly. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
The thing is, I hate when we get in a situation where
I'm going to have to meet the expectations that
I'm always predisposed to be on the side of labor, and what I hate is when we get in here and we say that you're wrong because you made a lot of money. He deserves the money. Somebody else got to do that job.
Ain't nobody's faulting him for taking the money. We all would. All of the.
Everybody. For sure. Everybody.
To be clear.
No debate.
To be clear, all right?
All right.
We just saying that, wait a minute now, along the way, I get to look at you in moments, especially if there's a multitude of them, and I'm looking for you to answer the call, and you didn't.
Okay. So
Come on, Dom.
my point
And by
is-
the way, your
my point-
predisposition to labor, by the way, some people could fault you for that.
That's
some people
fine.
could look at you and go like this, wait a minute, why you got to be
So
disposed all the time?
we
How come you can't be
no.
They could say that, Dom.
We all have biases, and we're going to be wrong because of our biases.
Never that.
And I'm more than damn happy to be wrong on that side of the bias rather than be wrong on the other side where I'm standing next to Jerry Jones saying, you paid Dak all that money, he should do more. When the problem is actually when we watch these games, Dak can't stop the run.
Nope.
Dak cannot put Zeke in a time machine and make him a good running back again.
Right.
Dak can't protect the passer. He can do things.
Dak-
He can't be a number two receiver.
He can't do anything for the defense.
Can
but
Dak
one
stop
thing,
turning
one
the
thing.
Hey, Fox,
You can't be
can
more
Dak
efficient.
stop
keep
turning the
it more
football over? I just want to know one thing.
I'm saying-
he's gone 3 straight games with at least 2 interceptions.
Shannon,
Can he
is
stop
it-
turning the ball
okay,
over?
if you don't have a running attack, so like what I don't want it to seem like is I'm saying that Dak is unfallible, but what I'm saying is he does not have a running attack. You're going to throw the ball to the other team a lot when the team comes out there and they're like, hey, he got to throw the ball. Your defense can't stop the ball.
Right.
Before you know it, you can't run the ball. You're down 14 and you got to come back. You're going to throw interceptions. And for business school, but I'm a Terp.
Isn't
Let
it
Jeff get
infallible?
here.
Yeah.
Isn't it infallible?
What I say? I said unfallible.
Yeah. It's
Hey,
fine.
but let me let you know something. Hold on.
You got us.
If you can correct
You be
me,
infallible.
then you know what I'm saying.
There you go.
Yeah. Let me say this about to back
Hey, Shannon, you can use that. You can use that one, Shannon.
to back my boy from Harvard. Here's the real deal.
I went to Maryland. I'm a Terp, damn it.
You was a terrible turtle. That's what it is. All right, here we go.
You don't want
when we know
Never
Dak,
lost to UNC.
Dak and CeeDee Lamb last week, 13 catches for $146. The other 30-some-odd touches by the offense had 150
That
yards.
came in a
So
fourth
listen,
quarter when they were down by.
Agreed.
Come on
Agreed.
now.
But
Yeah.
because you're down and trying to get back, that is the problem with the Cowboys, y'all. You're asking why they turning it over? Because you can't run it. You can't stop the run. You're going to be in a situation where
You
you got
got one
one guy to
receiver.
throw to. Who are you going to throw it to?
over.
You going to keep throwing it to Ferguson? You going to throw check
We
downs?
see.
Of course you're going to press.
We've
Of
seen
course.
Patrick Mahomes struggle this year and last year.
Don't say that.
because he don't have
People
receivers.
lose their mind.
All right.
So y'all
That
want
was
to live
fun.
on this? Y'all want to live on this?
Let's
go. Yeah, we wanna-
Let's
Season's
roll.
still ongoing with
I'll-
Cowboys. You want to live on this?
I'll-
Listen, the Cowboys are terrible.
We got 10
The
weeks to
Cowboys
go.
are bad.